Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6.
Happy 4th of July. Y'all hear the fireworks in the background, man.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They come off in the bed, that's fine. Come fix your bed, too.
Play action now, Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What's up, Joe? That's a bit. I'm finna go crazy for you, Joe.
On play action, Prescott.
It's Mr. Outlands. I know who he is, nigga.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hit that subscribe button, man. Appreciate you tapping in.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't.
I got Mr. Outlands in the live, man. We live, man.
Because I the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part.
Let's get it, man. Let's fucking get it.
Defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. As some space here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Speed. They stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it gain up to the 15.
Good fucking hit, baby.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast into the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Good hit, baby.
Hey, green. Light blue.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Ready.
Second down and 7. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's cut this.
Ready.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on first down is Lance, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Right.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The same target. Touchdown 40. And this is Kittle. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Now the extra point. And final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. Got plenty of time remaining in the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive.
Good shit, baby. Good
really
shit.
strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
Good fucking
And given
run,
where we
dog.
are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get in the end zone, dog.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Oh, no. That's supposed to be a pick, man.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Wait, why the
No
fuck did he
gain
just
on the
go
play,
switch?
it'll be second down.
That makes sense.
Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there.
Let's go, baby.
Very strong drive.
Let's go, baby.
On first down, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Read that shit like a goddamn bedtime story.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Y'all heard Roscoe in the background, man. Even he angry.
The extra point.
He can't even believe that shit.
It's
What
good to
side
make
you
it
on?
17-7.
Both sides, Stone. Give me that goddamn ball out, man. That one, give me that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hell no.
To throw, it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Good shit, baby.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's how you end the half, dog.
Lance looks to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still tackling the
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Come on, set. Hurry.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all
Good
game.
shit,
So he went back to him when his first read was covered, which isn't able to connect. So the play results in no gain.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that fucking ball, man. Trying to do that glitchy ass shit,
They'll send
dog.
a slot in motion left.
Fucking fumble.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We've got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Woo! 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 Walking that motherfucker like a stepper, dog.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Walking that motherfucker like a stepper, dog.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20.
Good shit.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Pick. Come on, man. He's still
The
trying.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Get that ball out.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Lance going to throw. Finding Gray going across the field.
Good shit.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Lance now to throw. Trucks over him. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good shit. Dog, they're freelancing, dog. Motherfucker out here freelancing.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Good shit. We want all that shit. It's all in there. Yes, ma'am.
Lance to throw for it on
Night
4th
right.
down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
My dog Roscoe Bullen. Bullen in the Bondo. With a bunch of bad bitches. Yep.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Damn, bro. He wide open, dog.
In motion to the right.
Fuck. Sorry ass Dak Prescott, man. The man
Now
wide the fuck open.
Long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Can you see me? Back home. Let's go. Gilmore. That boy been having a lot of picks lately. Oh. That boy gotta go crazy, man. He gotta be
49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good shit.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott. And Mariotti's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Up the middle they go. It's Casey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, Casey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Good shit, dog.
Here's Prescott.
Good fucking shit.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Down, man.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
You just stepped on my knee.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Lance now on 1st down. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Let's see what we're going to do.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Good shit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Good fucking
Third
read.
and long for Prescott. It's brought in by Mariani. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This game over, man. It's ball game.
They'll run on first
Ball
down.
game, folks.
It's Casey.
Ball
And he'll
game.
take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, it's Casey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Man, fumbled.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Give me that pick. He going to be defensive rookie of the year, dog. He going to be defensive rookie of the year, dog. That's no cap.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to
And
4
his
straight does
defense
not
rookie
appear
of
to
the
be in the
fucking year.
cards. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Let my dog finish
And
the
the
game, man.
Cowboys are going to take
I
possession
can risk
of
him
the
getting hurt. I
football.
can't risk them other two.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Casey. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Casey, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Lance looking to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
Good shit, dog. Good shit. How you do that shit right there, dog? Got fucking injured.